Once we get the basic shape, we're going to further carve it, tapering it at the bottom, making it more like a bowl. I'm pretty sure there's even oval pans. Hey, save yourself this step, and if you have an oval pan, you can just bake an oval cake and just taper it. There we have our basic shape. So we can remove our template. Now for the bottom of the cake, how I created this oval was I took the actual the stencil or the template, I folded this in half and folded it again. And with a pair of scissors, I just like eyeballed like a centimeter, like half an inch all the way around, thus shrinking our oval and then giving us our template for the base of our cake. This isn't the exact one I used, this was the one I used. And then I just placed it on a cake board, traced it, and cut it out. So let's begin by flipping our cake. Place it back on the board. Get some buttercream. And glue our board in place. Just eyeball it, centering it. And now we're going to kind of carve rounded. I never like to start right up against the board. I'd give yourself no room for error. So I'm just going to start just knocking off the edges. We don't actually want to cut around the top of the oval. Just trying to create a dish shape. You can see that I'm rounding and twisting my knife or curving my knife as I cut, trying to keep it nice and rounded. I'm going to flip the cake over and just get down eye level. It's pretty even. So you can see we've got a nice little tapered bowl, still very rounded. Perfect for 3 scoops of ice cream and 2 bananas. Okay, our cake is all carved and ready for its crumb coat. Okay, because of the odd angles of the cake, I prefer to crumb coat upside down. Just makes it easier to get around the base of the cake. Going to slather it on. I actually want to leave the board exposed so I don't squish buttercream out when we cover it with fondant. I don't want too thick of a layer of buttercream. I'm going to smooth out the bottom the best I can, because once I flip it over, I don't really want to mess with the bottom. I'm going to finish this crumb coat. Actually, swipe inwards to get rid of that lip. This is just a bench scraper. The top of the cake's not even going to be seen. It's going to be covered by all the scoops of ice cream and everything, so you don't have to focus on getting it absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're done with the crumb coat and the cake's ready for the fridge to allow the buttercream to set up before we move on to our next step.